Yo, what is guys? It's me exactly. Thank you for coming back once again. As always, I appreciate it, but now let's just get right into the video. The Los Angeles Lakers have been great. That's the bottom line here. They have been playing some phenomenal basketball. They got another win, their most impressive win last night against the Miami Heat, 131-113. Scored 131 points against a Miami Heat team that prides themselves in their defense. And with that win, they're now 4-0 since the break. Granted, outside of the Heat, the other teams they have played, I don't think possibly could have been any worse. Dallas, Sacramento, and Atlanta. But like I said, they did win all of their games. Matter of fact, except for the Kings game, all of them were blowouts. So they are a young team that has been playing really well as of late. But here's my thing. The Los Angeles Lakers could make a huge mistake and mess everything up. And that mistake is with messing with the young core that they have in place right now, particularly by getting rid of Julius Randle. It's well known that Julius Randle was up for trade before the NBA trade deadline. Trade rumors. Lakers have made it clear that Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance Jr., and Julius Randle are available. Report, Lakers would love to trade Julius Randle and Jordan Clarkson. Report, Lakers place Nance, Randle, and Clarkson on the trading block. They were hoping to move him along with Clarkson and Nance, so over the summer they would have the money, the cap space to bring in 2 max level players this summer. That has been Magic Johnson's vision ever since he took control of the office for the Lakers. However, trading away or not re-signing Julius Randle this offseason would be a huge mistake. And I'm just gonna say this right now, that Julius Randle will become one of the most versatile elite big men in the NBA. I am not going to back down from that statement. And when you're talking about the type of player that you want to pair next to Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram moving forward, it seems like Julius Randle is a tailor-made fit. But don't just take my word for it. Let's take a quick look at some of the things that Randle has been doing this season. Since being moved into the starting lineup full time, Randle's averaged just under 18 points, 9 rebounds, and over 3 assists per game in 29 minutes per game. But those numbers don't even tell the full story. As the Lakers continue to use him more, he starts playing even better, and in return, the Lakers are starting to look better as well. Back in the beginning of the season, in October, he was coming off the bench, putting up 11 points and 5 rebounds in 19 minutes per game. In November, that number went up to 13 points and 7 rebounds in 23 minutes per game off the bench. In December, 14 points, 6 rebounds in the same 23 minutes. January, 15 points, 9 rebounds in 26 minutes. February, 19 points and 9 rebounds in 32 minutes. And in March, well, it's only been 1 game so far, but he had 25 points and 6 rebounds in 34 minutes. Man is a budding star, and he's just now starting to scratch the surface of his potential. So you have this young guy, only 23 years old. And I guess some people just have the notion that if you're not already a star or established as a young star in the NBA by your 2nd or 3rd year, that it's not going to happen for you, which couldn't be further from the truth. But you have this young guy who's showing you the more you incorporate him into the offense, the more touches, the more minutes you get. Not only does that make him look better, but it also makes the Lakers look better. And yet the Lakers are looking to move him for a chance, just a chance, because keep in mind, there is no guarantee that this happens, but for the opportunity to be able to bring in 2 max level free agents. I just don't get it. I don't see why LA feels like they need to go out and get 2 max level players. They already have Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, Lonzo Ball, and of course Julius Randle. I'm more than comfortable saying that all 4 of those guys will develop into all-star level players. Lonzo, people can hate on him all they want, but the kid is special. Kuzma is going to be a walking bucket. I just told you about Randle. What I didn't mention though is that he is capable of manning the 5 spot as well, which will be extremely useful in the coming years as the NBA progresses towards this positionless basketball. And Ingram, honestly, the Lonzo Ball injury was the best thing that could have happened to Brandon Ingram this year, because without Lonzo, the Lakers turned to him to facilitate the offense more, gave him more responsibility, and he has flourished since then, been unselfish with finding teammates. His defense has been better, and he's been shooting the ball a heck of a lot better as well. And with Lonzo back, that hasn't slowed him down. He hasn't switched up. He's still been playing the same way, which is another reason why the Lakers have been looking as good as they have been looking. So here's my final message. Don't mess up a good thing that you have going, LA. I know you think that you need to go out and find that next star player, someone to take up the mantle after Kobe Bryant. They've been looking for this guy ever since Kobe entered the twilight of his career. How do you know one of those guys don't develop into that next guy for you? The next great Lakers team could already be in the making with the pieces you have right there, and the pieces you already have are already proving that they work well together. Don't make the mistake of messing that up so you can go out and get a max level player. Before we get into the next topic, let's do this. The show, or the way I make these videos, is going to be changing up a little. I'm gonna be trying new formats and new ideas, and I call this one Around the League. It's basically where I extremely quickly go over a bunch of things that happened yesterday so I can keep you guys updated, but at the same time not take up too much of your time. Couple weeks into the buyout season, and Derrick Rose is still a free agent after he was waived by the Jazz. He has apparently received a couple of 10-day contract offers, but is holding out to hopefully get a contract on playoff team for the rest of the season. James Harden gave us some clarification yesterday as to why exactly he stared down Wesley Johnson after crippling him for life in the Rockets game against the Clippers, saying, "I was looking at him and he was looking at me. I was just trying to figure out what he was doing. I was going to shoot it, but I was waiting to figure out what was going on. I was confused. Like, did the ref call side out of bounds? What you mean you were trying to figure out what he was doing? How do you turn someone into, I can't even say walking meme because you can't really walk without ankles, but how do you turn someone into a living meme and then wonder what happened?" Avery Bradley, who has been out since just before the All-Star break with the Clippers with a hernia injury, says that he is unsure whether or not he will play again this season. When asked about his timetable to return to the court yesterday, he had this to say: "We're just taking it day by day, trying to strengthen up all the muscles around the injury. After that, we're going to make the best decision, whether that's me playing or it's getting surgery. If he doesn't return, that'll be a huge blow to the Clippers as they continue to try hold on to the AC." Shabazz Muhammad and the Minnesota Timberwolves agreed to a buyout yesterday, which the Milwaukee Bucks then immediately waived Sean Kilpatrick so they can make room to sign him for the remainder of the season. Despite Karl Anthony Towns having a monster game of 34 points and 73 rebounds, it was still the Blazers who wound up with a 108-99 win as those two teams continued to battle for position out west. Lillard led the way for Portland with 35 points and 7 assists. Clutch the Aaron Fox floater as time expired in the fourth sent this game into overtime, where the Kings were then able to come away with a 116-111 win. Fox finished the game with 21 while fellow rookie Bogdanovich tallied 23. Now on to the last topic of the video: LeBron James and the Philadelphia 76ers. A lot came out surrounding this topic yesterday. First of all, LeBron faced off against Philly once again, except this time, unlike the other times this season, it was the Sixers who were able to get the win, 108-97. But what we have to talk about today is what happened before and after the game. First things first, a Cleveland marketing agency responded to the billboards that were placed in Cleveland by a Philadelphia company about a week ago with their own billboard that looked a little something like this: "Hey Philly, hashtag land of the king." That's what the billboard said, while it was showing a crown that seems to resemble a giant middle finger to the Sixers. So there was that, but before the game, we also got an update on the whole LeBron James looking at schools in the Philadelphia area. You guys remember when that ex-NBA player went on his radio show saying that LeBron James over the All-Star break was in Philly looking at private schools for his kids? Well, LeBron was asked about that yesterday, and he said that was a straight up lie.
LeBron, over the All-Star break, did you go to any high schools in Pennsylvania, and if so, why?
Pennsylvania? No. What are you talking about? No, over the All-Star break, no. I was on vacation and I went to Los Angeles.
So there was also that as well, but that didn't stop Joel Embiid from doing some recruiting of his own after the game. As after the Sixers beat the Cavs, he went and posted this picture on Twitter with a tweet saying, "Trust the process, always a great time playing against one of the best to ever play the game. Hashtag summer 2018 goals." However, he then followed that up with another tweet saying, "It's not what y'all think." Well, if that's the case, I no longer know what to think, because it seemed like you were trying to recruit LeBron James. Anyways, after that, LeBron James posted a picture of his own on Instagram with the caption reading, "I told y'all a while back that my young king was next in line, getting better and better every night out. Tonight, another example of that. Fun to watch and compete against you, and hashtag the process Joel Embiid. Remember, little bro, settle for nothing less than greatness at Ben Simmons." This is the one that really got people freaking out. He was clearly having a good time playing against the Sixers, talking to Ben Simmons, joking around with Joel Embiid the entire night. He even wore blue shoes yesterday. And now this post. To some people, this post was the icing on the cake. LeBron James to Philly confirmed. He just confirmed it himself, which I think is a little bit of a stretch. We have to remember that LeBron James and Ben Simmons do have a close relationship. LeBron James has been saying these type of things about Ben Simmons since he was in high school. This post really seemed like nothing more than LeBron James showing appreciation for a player who he thinks is going to be one of the best players in the NBA. That being said, I'm not saying that this doesn't mean anything, that LeBron James James couldn't sign with the Philadelphia 76ers over the offseason, because I do think that it's possible that he signs there. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. Just for this whole post thing, I think people need to turn it down just a little bit. You're reading too much into this. That does it for today though. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to smack that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more daily NBA videos, as well as join the quest to 200,000 subscribers. Hashtag a million a year. Remember to vote for the player of the day, but also remember the only players whose team won are eligible to win player of the day. And yesterday, that player was Russell Westbrook with 30 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists. Thank you once again for watching. I'll see all of you right back here tomorrow, but until then, I am out of here. Peace!